Hello, my name is Dr. Jason Moore. I'd like to share with you the top 10 auto injury mistakes that people make, and many of these attorneys and insurance companies don't want you to know about. When you've been in auto injury and have damage to your spine, your body heals itself in what's called the 3 phases of healing. Now, each phase of healing requires its own distinct treatment protocol. The first phase of healing is called the inflammatory phase. And what we want to do in this phase is reduce pain and inflammation. The second phase of healing is called the repair phase, where your body is repairing itself and healing itself. In this particular phase of healing, we want to increase the range of motion of the joint by physical medicine or manual therapy such as chiropractic treatment. The third phase of healing is called the remodel phase of healing. And in this particular phase of healing, we want to ensure strength and rehabilitation in the area to reduce the chances of any permanent problems. Now, the second mistake that people make in auto injury claims is not getting a lot of these procedures done because they frankly don't know about these 3 phases of healing. Now, physical medicine needs to be applied to these areas to increase the range of motion to ensure that there's no future permanent disability to these areas. The third mistake that people make is that they don't realize that there's scar tissue formation. When you've received an injury to a particular area and your body has healed itself, it produces scar tissue in that injured area. And that scar tissue is not the same as the original tissue. It is only 70% as strong, making you more prone to having permanent disability in the future. The fourth mistake that people make is that when your body heals itself, your repair tissue in that area is only 70% as elastic or flexible. So we want to make sure that we apply physical medicine to this area to ensure that you are able to do the things that you used to do before the accident. You have the same flexibility and range of motion, and your life isn't affected as much. The fifth mistake that people make is that they don't receive physical medicine, and it increases the propensity of someone having significant nerve pain. Now, the nerves in the area are much more sensitive than the original nerves, and you can have permanent nerve injury to those areas and have permanent pain when you do your activities of daily living. The seventh mistake that people make is that when they don't seek physical medicine, their range of motion isn't as well as it used to be. There are basically 3 types of range of motion. What's called active range of motion, which is when you move your extremity or arm or body part. What's called passive range of motion, when an outside force moves it for you, such as a practitioner or a therapist. And there's called joint range of motion. And joint range of motion is beyond the range of motion of active and passive, when usually a therapist does that. An example would be, say, popping your knuckles is called joint range of motion, is beyond those 2 and into the joint space. Now, we want to do that to ensure that the range of motion is increased as much as possible to give your body the best chance to heal properly so you don't have any permanent injuries. The 8th mistake that people make is not following the doctor's instructions. When you don't follow the doctor's instructions as best as that you can, you make yourself more prone, have a propensity again to have future permanent injuries. The 9th mistake that people make is that they continually miss doctor's appointments. Now, it not only affects you health-wise, obviously, but it also devalues your case in front of the insurance company because they know that you're maybe not quite as injured as that you are. Now, the 10th mistake that people make with their auto injuries is that they settle too early. And when you settle too early, you are still healing from that auto injury, and you may not realize that your body is still healing. And once you settle with the insurance company, there's no going back. They will not pay for any future care. So if you're in an auto accident, I'd like to offer you a free consultation, 2 x-rays of the problem area if necessary, a 30-minute massage, and a free chiropractic treatment, all at our expense. If you're in pain, we can help you. Give us a call today at 304-523-7891.